Welcome everyone to It's the Vinyl Countdown. Yes, it's Vinylly Mine Vinyl Countdown. We are number 4 here. And can you believe it already? Man, time flies. And I've got one for you today, a special one. It is a Ghostbusters Afterlife that was released by Music on Vinyl at the movies. Yes, this is MOVATM 337, both on Sony Classical and on the Music on a Vinyl label. Now, this was released June 24th, 2022, so it's fairly fresh, and I've been waiting to give it presented to you and take a look at it. Haven't listened to it at all now. For the Ghostbusters Afterlife soundtrack, the composer of this, Rob Simonson, he studied Elmer Bernstein's score from the original Ghostbusters, which it does come through on here, but I can't wait to drop the needle now and take a look at this special release of this soundtrack from a movie that really touched many heartstrings. So here we are. We've got the label of at the movies on here, Music on Vinyl, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and check this out, limited edition to 2,500 copies on Muncher colored vinyl. Can't wait to see what that looks like. It includes a 4-page booklet, litho, and a printed inner sleeve featuring mini puffs as well, and 180-gram vinyl. Oh man, this has got everything on it, so it ticks all the boxes. Look, it even comes with its own sleeve. Look, that's how fresh it is, folks. It comes within its own very sturdy plastic sleeve. I love it. That is new. I've never gotten something from this label either. Oh my lord, look at that. That it reflects. Wow. Okay, I am rather fascinated by this wonderful recreation of a great scene from the movie. And look at that, they added a texture here, so it actually looks like it's lighting up. It's reflective, and that where they're getting the muncher. This is great artwork here. You've got their little remote control trap here. Ghostbusters Afterlife at the bottom. Original motion picture soundtrack music by Rob Simonson. But look at that. That is a high quality picture. We got our heroes over here in the revitalized Ecto 1. But yeah, I'm digging. That is really nice there. And it's a nice, like a quality paper finish on this. Now, as far as the spine goes, let's take a look at the spine. Spine's not bad. I like it. It'll be a little hard to read on the shelf, and on the back of it, oh, I see. It's a true one-piece art. So that's the full picture there, folks. That is awesome. And looks fantastic as well. Now over here we have the track listing. One vinyl record in this collection, side 1 and side 2. I like how it lights up off of the mobile trap that they had here. Oh, and he's running over some of the mini puffs. But and original Ghostbusters themes by Elmer Bernstein, which if you've seen the movie, you know they worked in some of those themes in there. It was part of it is because they've got Peter Bernstein on a role of the score consultant. So they got Peter Bernstein in to help with making sure they capture that essence and the right energy of that classic Elmer Bernstein soundtrack, which we've covered on It's Vinylly Mine, actually. Look back if you're very interested in the releases that we've covered of the original soundtrack. Now, I love that they've got the numbering here is reflective as well. And in small font on the bottom, we have the credits for the music as well as the other commercial labels. But I just dig that reflectiveness, though, just making it pop and glow. Now, inside, oh, check that out. That is gorgeous. There's that mountain. They're off to go fight a bad guy. I don't want to spoil it for you in case you may not have seen Afterlife. But I love this art. This is just gorgeous right here. And we've got Jason Reitman notes here, which I will definitely be reading while I listen to this soundtrack. Now, it it is only a single sleeve, but they gave you the gatefold to keep the extra bits. So let's look at these extra bits before we get to that vinyl. So we've got extra bits in here. I think we got them all. So let's take a look at what is here, shall we? Now we've got, oh, there you go. If you like the art on the cover, they give you an actual picture of the full art without the spine in the middle or anything. I love that. You could frame this. I think I will get a frame for this, actually. It's because it's a wonderful painting. It really is. It's just so gorgeous. And then what is this? Oh, this is the booklet. Check this out. Paintings as well are the drawing. Oh, and there's the mini puffs. I love the design of the, look at that. That is just, the detail work on this is fantastic, folks. It's just fantastic. And hey, look, they're promoting the original score to the Ghostbusters. That's what we reviewed here on It's Vinylly Mine a while back, so you want to check that out. So here again, we have our track listings once more. We have the credits for those who produced it, and we've even got the other credits here, music preparation. That's an unusual credit. I haven't seen that one before. And also the credits for the orchestra who performed the music on this soundtrack, which I'm digging it. This is another soundtrack where we actually see them give credit to the musicians. That's wonderful. Being a former musician myself, I think that's great that they give nods to that. So that's awesome. I dig the book and the poster. That is very, very cool. Now let's see what's in on the other side, shall we? And the other side is the record. Look at the sleeve, too. Man, they went all out on this. Oh, that's some, again, quality right there. And yeah, I dig that for the sleeve. And then we have the Muncher colored vinyl here. So, and that's what the label looks like. It's all black, side 1 and side 2. They do not have the track listing. I am impressed on here. So that is interesting that they did not put the track listing on here, but they do have that wonderful black label on here with the title. So, and that's some clear vinyl right there, but it is also very, very sturdy. So very excited for that as well. So there we go, folks. I am going to take a short break, and when we return, I will let you know what my favorite track is, what this pressing sounds like, and maybe a couple other tidbits. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, you looking for even more content as well as want to have a say in what we review here on It's Vinylly Mine? Then head on over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/specialmarkproductions, where you can join one of our 3 tiers and get access to exclusive content, VIP episodes, and more. Plus take a monthly poll to decide what we review here on It's Vinylly Mine. Join one of our 3 very affordable tiers and have your voice heard. We look forward to seeing you there so we can do more here. Hey everyone, we are back here and just got done listening to this release of Ghostbusters Afterlife soundtrack, and wow. You know, when I watched the film, I didn't quite care for the soundtrack because I could only hear the parts usually that were very familiar from the original score. So I thought it was a lot of rehash, which again, it's beautiful, wonderful music from Elmer Bernstein, but I was like, it felt like there was a lot. But now being able to listen to the music separately, just without the special effects in that, there is a lot of great stuff in here. And yeah, it really spoke to me quite a bit, especially, well, we'll get to it in a minute. But let's first talk a little bit about how I mentioned earlier how Sorensen approached Peter Bernstein to be a role of a score consultant on here. Well, Bernstein helped not only with the orchestrations in here and guidance, but he also let him use some of the material from the original Ghostbusters score. So he had the blessing of the estate to use some of the score, and that does come through on these tracks. Also, Sorensen made use of the Ondes Marinat, which I probably, Martinat, I may have mispronounced that. I do apologize, that throughout the score. Now, that was used in the original one. What's even cooler with the connection is that Cynthia Millar, who played that on the original score, played the Ondes Martinat, and I mispronounced it again. She played it on this score as well. So I love that connection, that behind the scenes connection that we get with this film. That's definitely a legacy film. And while the film, it didn't quite hit, it hit me most when it was the original, the score also really hits home when it starts getting into more of the original themes. Now, looking at it on side one, I will definitely say Trap Him, track 6, is my favorite on side one. While you get a lot of the familiar Bernstein music from the first one on side one, Trap Him really is where the new stuff, the new themes, the new ideas for the new generation of Ghostbusters starts coming through. And that really, you can hear that in Trap Him. And then pretty much track 4 down to 7 is fantastic. It's a perfect mixture of those classic themes that we picked up in the first one, mixed with the new themes that were created by Sorensen, and gives a great amalgamation that is very fitting for a film that is also handing of the gun, so to speak, the proton pack. So the music is very fitting. The story behind it is almost as fitting as the film itself with the material. And yeah, folks, Ghostbusters Afterlife soundtrack release here is fantastic. I highly recommend you pick this up. This is a good quality pressing. It's a good quality sleeve. I mean, the sleeve that the record comes in is one of the most solid sleeves I've felt out of all the specialty stuff we've gotten from. So it really, if you're a fan of it and you're looking to pick it up on vinyl, see if you can find this limited edition release, because it'll be definitely worth it and you'll be very happy with it, I think. And there you have it, folks. Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's Vinylly Mine. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble about this. Hope this sparked your interest in getting this. Please check out our Patreon as well, and subscribe, bells and whistles, all that here. We got a lot more vinyl coming for you as we count down to the end of the year. So stay tuned, folks, and remember, it's not yours, it's Vinylly Mine, and I'll catch you on the flip side.